Hey guys, it's Brett here. I'm just gonna show you my little psychic dictionary I had made. Now, I made this with the intent of uh, being able to expand on it. So it's something that I'm looking to offer to people. I'm looking at just selling it for 20 bucks online here. If there's interest, I'll put it up, and it's something that I'll put it on my website and go on and purchase it. But I set it up with the intent of it being, again, able to be expanded upon, and just kind of the basics. So everyone has their own psychic dictionary, mediumship, or however you use your spiritual talents. With that, though, there's kind of a base understanding of certain things. Like for the number one, for instance, as you see on the screen here, it typically represents new beginnings and leadership and creation and taking action on the first steps. So those are kind of generic things that everybody kind of just agrees upon. Now, when you have a psychic dictionary, you get to see how that comes up for you. So if you've had experience with the number one, and maybe for the number one you always talked about, apples. The number one might connect with apples for you for some reason. You can go in and change this how you need to. It's just kind of set up, again, for the generic basic versions. I did do a lot of work putting this all together. I used, one of the AIs to help me kind of organize some of my thoughts, and then I was able to get it onto here and make it into something that kind of could be a living dictionary, if you will. What I did for my personal one is I just added a tab, and then I have a whole thing that just says, okay, this means this is the sign. So when Spirit shows me, like a medic bag, I usually think of like a heart, and I don't know why. That's just how Spirit works with me. For you, again, you can make your own tab, use the sign or type and the meaning. That way you can kind of start tracking your intuition and how you receive signals from Spirit and how they speak to you. Some people get letters, some people get numbers, some people get images, some people get sounds. However it is for you, again, this is just set up to be a basic version for understanding. I called, even on the side here, I have Zodiac Light, so you'll kind of see that as we go through here. Here's kind of a rundown. Again, if you want to copy it and make your own, by all means, but I'm going to offer it for 20 bucks. Just something I can make a little bit of money back for putting all this work together. If it's valuable to you, obviously you don't have to buy it. That being said, again, here I'm going to go through it, show you a little bit of it. We have single digits, master numbers, angel numbers. Obviously, there's expansive numbers. You could take 6, 8, 9, and kind of put that all together. You could do that yourself. If you're looking online, sometimes there are already great resources out there for that. There's great websites. I'm slowly starting to put all of this type of content directly on UnchainedSouls.com, so you'll be able to go through and find all of this information. Again, this is just a sheet you can come to and quickly reference things if you need to. Obviously, you can type things into Google and do that too, but this is something that's just meant to bring some value and able for you to kind of work through and enjoy. So I hope that this really helps you and you enjoy it. So again, we have keywords for violet, purple here. Typically violet represents our I believe it's the crown chakra, and it's talking about, the spirituality, enlightenment, transformation, higher self, connecting back. You have black with mystery and shadow work and ending. So you got the keywords, the symbolism, the spiritual insights. Then we've got Western zodiacs, again, obviously with Eastern zodiacs, and this is where I'll shift you here. I'll take us to the actual tab. So I've broken this all down into different tabs too for just quick finding. So when you go to the Eastern tab here, I specifically left this like it so you can see what I'm talking about. So we know that fire, I just wrote in fire underneath, and then we know it talks about, when you see fire, intense, masculine, passion, creativity, leadership. For Chinese zodiacs, each of them have, a metal, a wood. They have the other things belonging to that. So I'm just kind of showing you how you can make this into your own living document and add it. So again, this wasn't here, and I just typed in fire, boom, and then I typed in these. And you can add your own notes, you can add more things. It's just a document to allow you to succeed with this and have a base template. So I've gone through, made astrological houses, I've done planets, I've done months and days. We've got runes in here. Now, you could even go online and add the little pictures of each rune, I guess, if you want. That would be kind of cool. We've got major arcana, so what the cards are like when they're normal and when they're flipped upside down, when they're reversed. So again, the reversed, you've got lack of direction, self-doubt. So if you're just getting into kind of this stuff, this would be a perfect resource for you to be able to go through and just start somewhere, start learning this stuff if you have an interest. Obviously, you have an interest, there's an interest for a reason. And yeah, this is just a quick little guide to kind of get you up and going. So I hope that it's helpful. We've got, cups, wands, swords, pentacles, page, knight, queen, king, all of the different houses and cups. And I personally get a lot of signs when it comes to animals. That's kind of where I tend to take my direction. Animals and symbolism, and I like numbers a lot too, so numerology stuff. But yeah, so my favorite, the wolf. You got leadership, intuition. Actually, you know what it's missing here? Look at it. Sorry, see, this is what I'm talking about. Humility. That's a big one for the wolf. It's not in there. But these are the types of things where it's like, okay, we know that this is a living document. We can change it as we need to. Yeah, there's just a whole bunch of stuff. So if you see an ant, and this is what's cool is a lot of these same symbolisms when you're doing dream analysis, when you get synchronicities in the world. For instance, I had a synchronicity come up yesterday, and I had been thinking about a spiritual leader, and then somebody said that word out again. And I was like, wow, that's my sign with spirit. It's like, if I see it once and it activates my intuition, I'm like, wow, that is probably something. And then I wait for the confirmation sign. And the confirmation sign comes that day because they're trying to, tell me something about that, or I need to look into that, or I need to be like that, or, that's how I've kind of trained spirit with me. It's like spirit, you have to tell them what you need. It's like anybody else. In a relationship, you have to speak up. You say, hey, this is what I need from you. Can you please communicate clearly with me on this? Here's how I learn. Here's how I understand. And yes, they know all of this stuff. But the thing is many times it's just our ability to understand what they're trying to say. So it's like if you just clarify exactly what you need, that's your permission for them to treat you as you need to be treated. That's you, hey, this is what I need. And that's the free will portion. So with that, again, we've got legendary beasts and dragons and all of that stuff. Mythical creatures. I guess Dracula would be under vampire. We've got gods, Ra, and Zeus, and all of, I always tend to like the cool ones, Shiva. And yeah, I even did this. I forgot I did this. Yeah, we've even got angels and demons and stuff here. So I've even ranked them in, princes of angels and all that stuff. I've gone through and I've just tried to make this as complete as I can as a starter. Unless you really get into this, you're probably not going to remember all these things. Again, certain things might jump out at you more, and that would be awesome. If you spend more time in the nature category, what all that stuff means, that might be the area you want to spend your time in. I like demons and angels. I don't know what to tell you, so that's why I added all this stuff. Do that. Again, just common courses. There's so many great resources on crystals already and books out there, and just a few common dreams here. But that's the sheet. If people are interested, I'll put it up for $20. It helps me and it helps you. Great. If this is something that you're interested in, again, I've gone through and I've put them all easily so you can quickly get to them as well, so you don't have to scroll through. But I did leave the big long page as well. So just let me know if there's some interest. I'll take the time and I'll put it up. Just because again, I want to be able to help you, and I want you to have good resources so when you're going through, you can enjoy this process and learn. It's fun. It's fun to do. You don't have to believe everything or all parts of it, but it's certainly enjoyable if it's up your alley. So I hope you enjoyed, and I hope this is something that you're interested in. Bye.